I am Ann-Peggy Divine. Welcome to the Divine Design, the podcast where we unfold heaven on earth and reframe spirituality and theology for a new cosmic era. Your journey on human evolution and integration of your divine design starts here. Welcome, Veerle, back to this Divine Design podcast.
Thank you, Ann-Peggy. Yeah, thank you. I'm full of gratitude to be part of this. Yeah, it's always new, it's always unexpected. There's always something new popping up.
Yeah. And you said, I have so much energy, and that's amazing because we are in a time that someone see it as a second wave is coming because the United States have bombed the Iran, and a lot of countries are now holding what should we do. So will this be the second wave, or will it be more turbulent later? So it is a tension in all around the world. And we spoke about that, how to meet this tension.
Yeah, I love this as a team. It's a huge invitation. There's a second wave, and at the same time we are collectively, as we choose collectively, we are moving forward into unity.
Yeah.
Which means that whatever happens within the oneness, within the us. So there's nothing that is happening outside of us. More and more there is that awareness of it's all happening also within.
Yeah.
And that's big. That is so big. It requires, I guess it requires a lot of, of presence, of acceptance, of intention, right action, and surrender. All of it.
And all what you say is like being more conscious, being more aware, being more awake, and at the same time surrender the triggers and the personality.
Yeah. Yeah, it's big how are we able to include all that is happening and forgive. Yeah.
Forgiveness is so important, and it's so layered. It's so many layers of forgiveness.
Yeah.
We spoke a little bit about forgiveness before we started this podcast. I have it in Divine Marie set the program I offer, and you were also co-creating with someone about forgiveness and going back in time, ancient time ago. Maybe you can say something about that.
Yeah, it's the willingness to really consider all that happened through the past eons, through all our different life experiences on this earth and in other solar systems, in other galaxies even, and to forgive whatever happened. Yeah, forgive ourselves and also forgive all the others that might have done harm to us or have done harm to others. Forgive. That's such an amazing that adds such an amazing frequency to the field. Forgiveness.
Yeah.
It's an opening up into the potentiality of unity. As long as we have resentment, anger, frustration, disagreement, these frequencies will keep us all into the lower densities.
Yeah.
Forgiveness is the first step to get to the higher frequencies together.
Yeah.
I keep on saying it, and Ann-Peggy, we know it both. We're all going to get there.
Yeah.
We're not going to leave anyone behind. Let's just be clear. Unity doesn't mean unity for a few of us and then the rest, we'll leave them out. That's not unity.
No.
That's not unity.
Hmm. Yeah, and when we yesterday I spoke with my group about forgiveness, and building it up, and then coming to radical forgiveness. And the radical forgiveness, it is kind of seeing through God's eyes, because then you just have to forgive. Because when we forgive, we start to forgive from our personality to set ourselves free. And then we see more and more, because forgiveness, through forgiveness, we open more and more. And I got a question yesterday, but I want to understand. But we also have to know that forgiveness is not about understanding. It is a layer from the soul. It is beyond our programmed mind. So if we are too attached to the programmed mind, it will be difficult to forgive. So we just have to kind of trust that, okay, there are something we are not seeing, but we forgive to open ourselves more and more up to the bigness of us and to the bigness of all of us.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, because ultimately, God is, God is, God is. If you see through with God's eyes, you see God everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody and everything are representations of God. So, you know, all living beings are representations of God, but so are all our creations,
Yes.
are
Yes.
representations of God.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're all from source, they're all from that same amazing source. So there is that pure essence in all of it.
Yeah.
Like how to see and connect with that essence.
Yeah. And also for the leaders of the world that are bombing, that are saying, ordering war into our amazing planet, also to forgive them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It, as you said, this is a level of ignorance.
Yeah.
It is the old programming playing out.
Yeah.
And we need the old program to come up so that we can transfer it, so that we can do something about it.
Yeah.
Because more and more people are waking up that we know that we cannot meet, we cannot create heaven on earth with war. We are fighting for everything the way we have fought for so much. This is the old way of doing it. We have to meet it with love. How can we forgive and meet it with love? Because forgiveness is a way of meeting thing with love.
I totally agree. And there's also and yeah, fundamentally it's true we don't need to, understanding's not gonna happen, and it's quite easy. You know, you cannot kill any other living being until you separate yourself from that other living being.
Yes.
It's as simple as that.
Yes. Love it. Yes. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
Because if I feel united with you, there is impossible to do you harm. It's
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah. And I see all people on earth like my brothers and sister. or you can see it as your children or as your mother, but as close.
Yeah.
And do you want to kill your own family? Do you want to kill your brother and sister? No, because we know that we have chosen this life together.
Yeah, we do. And you can really extend that. So you walk around in nature and talk with everything.
Yeah.
Talk with everything. See the aliveness in everything. And then you will not, yeah, kill things around you. It's impossible. So it's so precious. It's so different, and in that inclusion, it's the forgiveness. We've all part of this story of separation. We've all been part of it. We've evolved through it. We've learned through it.
Yes. Yes. And as you say, we are going to unity, and this has another term also called human luminosity. So the Keros shaman, they have spoken about this period for a long time, that we are evolving from Homo sapiens to Homo lumiens. So
Yes.
it is from the thinking human. So we have been now so much in the mind, thinking mind, and now we are moving into the heart, being more light. So this was, we knew that this was coming.
Yes, it's so true. And thing is also, yeah, it's not all of this, what we are playing out on Earth, is not only happening here, it's
No.
also happening in the universe.
Yep.
People sometimes think that out in the universe, it's all peace and heaven. It's not. Whatever is happening here within you is happening around you and is happening in the universe. So we are healing something here on Earth that is reaching so much farther than just us as human beings.
Yes.
It's spreading out through the universe. It's spreading out through the billions of galaxies that surround us, through all those innumerous solar systems. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And it is because all of this, what is happening here, is also happening out there.
Yeah.
And unity, separation, so is present, has been present everywhere. And the so-called experiment of Earth has even if the word experiment, you know, Ann-Peggy, sometimes is so loaded and people say, are we in an experiment? Yes, we are creating this experiment, and we are in the experiment. So we are the creation and we are the creators.
Yeah.
And it is an experiment. And in that experiment, we are healing so much. We are healing so much. And then forgiveness and love are such gracious, important, movements in all of this.
Yeah. So when the more we open up our hearts, the more we go from our program mind to the heart.
Yes. I was looking at the infinity symbol behind you, Ann-Peggy, and knowing that that's the movement we're doing the whole time. That's the movement we're doing the whole time. We are, we're in the center of the infinity symbol, really connected to source. We're nourished, we're connecting, we can travel through the universe, and then we move out, we expand, we meet other living beings, we meet life in all its different forms. We have experiences. There's a lot happening. And our souls are so happy, even if our personality, you already mentioned it, sometimes feels like, our soul is so excited because there's so much happening. And then we move back to the other side and we integrate. we integrate. We're meeting ourselves, and our I am presence is growing, and it's like we're being with all that happens, and we're coming back to source. We're coming back to source, to that moment of deep connection with source, with deep possibility to travel everywhere. And it's ongoing. It's always moving out, moving in, resting, moving out, moving in, resting. So it's always that same movement. It's so, so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what led me there is, and in the middle is our holographic heart.
Yeah.
And it's our heart. It's no, of course, we're moving from the thinking mind into our heart, because it's through our heart that we are connected everywhere in the universe.
Yeah. That's the connecting point to everything. It's the source. It is the light source.
Yes, it absolutely is.
Yeah. So the in this, so the only thing we can do, not the only thing, that's not the right way to put it, but when we see all this turbulence, it is to radically forgive,
Yeah,
and and
and open our heart.
and open our hearts
Wide, wide open. And
wide.
embrace those that are throwing the bombs, those that are deciding to throw the bombs, and those people that are receiving the bombs.
Yeah.
For all of them.
And I know it can be hard, because I for 3 years I had mafia around me, and it felt like they ruined my life. So it can feel like the government and the leaders are ruining our life, because they are ruining our area, and you are afraid, and you are, yeah, everything is popping up. But after 3 years, I went through all the emotion, all my fear, because I was so afraid. And then after I had really go to the deepest layer of my anger also, because I had a lot of anger, uh, then I met this big love, unconditional love in myself. It's like, I will meet the mafia with this love. And it's like, wow. So this was in June, yeah, actually June 2016. Uh, and that was a big change in me. And this is showing me time after time, this is the way we can do it with what is happening.
Yes.
We meet this fear that they are, yes, someone have to move, because if we are too attached to area, if you are too attached to things, we just have to go with the flow. It is a divine flow, and something new will open.
Yeah.
As you said, I experiment.
Yeah. And I know this is a lot, eh? I'm just gonna say it before. Everything that happens has somewhere, somehow, a reason, a purpose in the greater whole. This, what the US decided to do, is gonna be an invitation for many of us to wake up.
Yes.
Invitation for many of us to open our heart even further, even if we already assume it's very far open, to open it even more.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And embrace, almost embrace the impossible.
Yeah. And they also it. A lot of people said that it was actually good that United States they did this, because it was the atomic. They made a lot of atomic bomb, and they have made very much disturbance on Mother Earth, because they have their religion, and they bomb because they say they are God's chosen people above others. So this is the hierarchy way of seeing it. If we see through God's eyes and think that we are above others, then it's not God's eyes. God's eyes does not put themselves above others. But
Yeah.
some religion does, and the religion is kind of, this is for us because we are the chosen people. We can bomb other because we are chosen. Well, it is not like that. when we see with God's eyes, we cannot bomb or kill anyone else.
No, neither way, neither side.
No. Yeah. So yeah, all the old religion that are linked to this hierarchy, it is old system that are going against unity, as we said, as the one God oneness, and then we know that it's not none above. We are all equal.
Yeah.
So
It is.
we can have a lot of opinion about what is happening, and someone said it's good, it's not good, but the old system has to die. The old system has to die so that we can upgrade. And the more we hold the open heart in this, even though it looks chaotic, and this is the beginning of the second wave, probably. So, yeah, the only thing we can do is going inward.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we sign up for this period. We sign up to be here on Mother Earth in this time.
Yeah, we did. With all that comes with it.
With all that comes with it.
And I can feel a huge invitation in this moment. It's like as if my heart is racing, is to really open our heart, to open our heart with anybody who is listening right now, and just like, or will ever be listening to this podcast, to open our heart together through time, through space. Open our heart, embrace whatever is happening to us and around us, near to us and far away. Open our heart.
And when we open our heart, it can be a daily practice. It's like, okay, today I want to try to open even more, even more, even more. Because when I have walked this path for some years, I said, okay, now I have surrender. I have surrendered it all. But when I thought that I had surrendered it all, it was even more subtle, subtle, subtle. So it is like eternal. Like the eternal. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And now, yeah, I hear, and also this is a time for detox.
Yeah.
This is big. We talked about it last time, but this is forgiveness and detoxing all what we have created, all the old hierarchy structure, because it doesn't serve us anymore. It doesn't serve humanity to have this hierarchy. So we need to do it differently to create new system.
Yeah.
And we all need to see through God's eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Dare to see through God's eyes.
Dare to see, because this is actually to be brave, to be bold, to be courageous. It is to see through God's eyes, because what you then see, when I started, I have told this earlier, when I started to see through God's eyes, I said, no, this is too much. Because it was not only pleasant, because you see everything. So in 2017, I said, I cannot handle this. So I said, stop. So I just opened to it last year and this year radically and said, now I am ready. I was in the dark night of the soul when I saw this much. So I said, I cannot take it. So now I'm ready. So it is a process. So just let it unfold. We know when we are ready. I knew that I was ready last, and I was pushed. Now you are ready. And I felt it also. So you feel it. It is a feeling. It's a knowing. And it
Yeah.
was also right for me to say in 2017 that this is too much to me, because I was working in the mental health system and I saw a lot of psychosis and a lot of people that had an opening and they couldn't embody it. We couldn't, it was too much. It can be overwhelming for our nervous system. It's like the nervous system is like,
Yeah, I'm glad you say that. Our nervous system's burning then.
yeah, yeah,
So it is taking whatever we can and allow it to pass through us.
yeah. Radically acceptance.
Radical acceptance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are in the midst of what we knew, even though we don't consciously do know that, okay, I think it's hard, but we chose this period. So it is, we came here for this, to help each other, to help Mother Earth, to help us and universe to expand radically. But I want to bring in something when I speak with my higher self. It's like when we use the word radically, it was shown that actually it is not radically, but we use the label radical because what we call radical when we see through God's eyes, this is actually the normal. But it is radical because we have been so low, because we have only seen through the perspective of our personality, limited personality. But to see radically, as we say it, it is actually the natural. We're seeing as the source we are. We are including the bigness of us and seeing that, wow. So it is actually what we call radical, it's actually the normal.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I totally agree. Through the lens of separation, we limited, immensely limited our view.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have experience because you say this is an experience. And this experience, we have experienced so much dark, dense, very dense. So now we have this, but now we are evolving. So we have this in our bone structure. And the reason why I do a very deep detox in my bone structure is because in my bone structure, this is the dense programming from my ancestor. We are programmed with our ancestor stuff. So that's why we need to detox, to upgrade, to open and open and open and open. And I have detox before, but when I said yes to this detox, I didn't know that this would change my bone structure. So this has led me to understand even more. So now it's like, okay, so they have spoken about, if you go to ancient tradition, they have spoken about you have to change your bone structure. But working as a therapist, I haven't heard about it before this year because I said yes to be the new human. And wow, what happened? Well, all my bone structure is changing. So I have said yes to go this experiment to help other to understand that it is not sickness. We need to detox, and detox can be hard.
Yeah, it's in that same circle that is behind you. It's the body that is moving through processes
Yeah.
of healing, of regeneration, of renewing the whole time,
Yeah.
and is what many people don't know, but every cell in your body will renew itself very quickly. And indeed, as you say, The bone cells are one of the most dense cells in our physical body. But even in 2 years, every bone cell is changed.
Yeah.
We have no clue, but every bone cell is changed. And of course, it doesn't always mean that every 2 years you're completely new, because it just depends on your degree, it will depend, let me say it like this way, it will depend on your energetic field,
Yeah.
and the frequencies you're holding, and so in to what extent a renewing may happen, but the potential within the body is very, very high
Yeah.
to renew. But as long as you are functioning on certain programs, that's also what the body will follow. It's not because the body wants that, but it's just because they're there. And the moment, so the detoxifying starts with releasing the programs, and then the renewing can happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because we detox, but there are so many layers. It's the mental layers, it's the emotional, it's the spiritual, the energetic. And when I started to work on my body, because I had a lot of imbalances in my teenager, I went to massage and acupuncture, and it was great. It helped me, but what I didn't know, that if I had cried and if I had had an emotional expression, letting something out, it would help me. So it helped me for a period, but I had to come back and come back and come back, because I hadn't come to the realization or understanding that it was my emotional build up that was behind it. So I worked in some layers, but I didn't take all of the layers. So it wasn't until I really released all the tension and cried and went to anger and all the emotion that I didn't allow, because I was programmed to not go through my emotion. I had to hold back, hold back, hold back, hold back. And we have been trained, we are being programmed to hold back, hold back, hold back. So then we become like an atomic bomb inside of us. So actually we are programmed like atomic bomb inside, because we hold, 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 and someone trigger us, and then
I'm so happy you're saying it. I'm looking at you and I'm saying, well, yeah, but does it need to be so much work? And the truth is, Ann-Peggy, it really depends on where you meet all of this.
Yeah.
Because, yes, if you meet this on the third and the fourth level dimension, it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of processing, a lot of working yourself through all of those things. And there's nothing wrong with it. And there are other ways.
Yeah, it is.
The moment you also include the higher dimensions, fifth, sixth, seventh, and most of all, eighth dimension, it's gonna move much, much faster.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be much less so-called hard work.
Yeah.
So there is the possibility to have it shift as you as you're able, through your holographic heart, we're back in the heart. It's possible that we will reach it much, much, much quicker. So yes, people can transform overnight.
Yeah.
And yes,
now you are talking
might need years.
Yeah, because now you are talking about the quantum field. And and this is what is the new human. We are living from the quantum field, and then it happens in.
Yes.
But when I started this journey, I didn't hear about the quantum field, and I had no idea.
Oh, neither did I. I worked so hard. And I do know, Ann-Peggy, that right now where I am in my life, my God, it's happening in an instant. It's really amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So the message for the younger people, it is easier now. So it is easier for the new human, the new children that are born, because they will learn quicker that, okay, we are the quantum field, and I see a lot of young people that actually hold it. They know that, well, we know what God is. This is, and a lot of on Instagram, and you see young children that hold their essence and just come with it natural. So
Yes.
they embody their quantum field and live as it.
Yes, they do.
So yeah, so we are just helping them, kind of.
Yeah.
So when we choose our next life, it will be easier for us.
Yeah. Yeah. And in there too, Ann-Peggy, to bring it back to forgiveness is to also forgive yourself for all the work you've been doing. Forgive yourself for the endless patterns and recycling you did. Just forgive yourself. Hold yourself in unconditional love.
It's funny that you said it, because I remember one time I had so much pain. It was so deep, and yeah, I have a lot of prolapse in my back, so I have had in and out and hospital and operation and all this. So I have gone through the pain body. And one time I had so extreme pain, and then I was guided, you can heal yourself. I was like, what? Because I order acupuncture like I used to, but it was a holiday and I didn't get any solution, and I had so much pain. And then I started to heal myself. And from being, I couldn't walk, I couldn't breathe, because when it's so extreme, it's hard to breathe, because the breathing is painful, because it go through the, yeah. But then I started to heal, and all the pain was lifted away. And after it, this can't be true, because I had lived then with the pain body I was 40 years, and it was like all what I have done to my teenager, young adolescence until I was 40, so much pain, because I really have lived with a pain body. And then it was lifted off me in second, because I healed myself, and out of this extremely pain, no pain. And it's like, and I became angry, because I have gone through so many years with pain, and it was this easy. This is crazy. So I was angry because is this a full game? How have no one told me, like, because
Because you were not ready.
no, I wasn't ready. And also this is what is important, because I have seeked help for doctors, therapists, and all the year. But when I started to do it myself, I activated my inner strength. And this is the time where we activate our inner strength. So I activated, it was guided, you can heal yourself, because I was seeking help every time I was in a crisis, and so much pain. It felt like I would die a lot of time. It was so cruciating. And then I started to heal myself, and what? So I had to go through a lot of emotion, because I was angry, and why didn't I know this? And yeah, because I activated my inner strength, my God source, actually.
You did. Oh, I'm so grateful you're mentioning that, because there's also the thing is like, even if you don't like it, you kind of get used to the pain.
Yeah.
And it's strange I know it's strange to say, and people might not like to hear it. It's almost that many of us are also addicted to the pain, because it is as if it gives you a reason to be,
Yeah.
a reason to exist, pain.
Yeah. But the pain, my pain was trying to communicate to me all the time that I was going the wrong path, kind of. I didn't listen to my body. And so I just hold back. And yeah, I hit the wall several times. But I chose that way. I chose my habitat, I chose my parent, and that has been my initiation path. So I'm initiated through the pain so that I can become the medicine woman I am today.
You are. So that's, you see, as what we also already mentioned, that everything has a greater purpose.
Yeah.
Nothing that happens to you or around you has no meaning. It all has.
Yeah.
And as what you mentioned, and it's very, very important, don't try to understand. It will come. The understanding will come by itself when
Yeah.
time is ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of thing I thought, oh, that was such a struggle. I felt like a victim. When I see it with this new God's eyes, it was gift. It was gift. It was grace. It was, wow, how many gifts. If I haven't walked this path, I couldn't, because this becomes wisdom. Knowledge is something you knowledge is from the brain. You learn a lot of things, and it's nothing bad in that. But wisdom, you own it. You have experienced it. So you embody it. Like I said, couldn't embody all the God light in 2017, so I said no. But no, I can embody it. So we need to embody it. We are on Mother Earth. So
Yes.
how can we embody all of it on Mother Earth?
Yes.
So yes, from World War on wars and atomic, what does it push us into? It push us into our own strength. It pushes us into the responsibility. We are responsible for everything we put out. Everything. Every thought, every emotion, every response, reaction. So because we know are in the field, how will the other countries, Russia, China, and other countries react to what Donald have done? So now we have to.
Love it. Do we add to war with our emotions, our thoughts, our actions?
Yep.
Or do we add to peace, to heaven on earth?
Yeah.
Like in each moment, just consider whatever you are thinking, you are feeling, you are doing. Do you add to war or don't you add to war?
Yeah. So simple.
So simple.
And that is in every choice, not only if we look at the news, but in our family, with our husband, with our children. It's like when our children do something, it's like, do we respond with war or peace?
Yes.
So it is actually simple, but at the same time not to hold back. So it is like, how can we, because it is also to stand up for what is right. And we know that sometimes when we stand up for something right, it will be turbulence, but it needs to be turbulence to bring up the old. So we also need to be brave.
It's brave not to add to war.
Yeah, yeah. But
because it requires from you high level of awareness, pure intention,
Yep.
acceptance, forgiveness. It requires a lot. It requires from you an open heart in any circumstance.
Yeah.
That's a lot of courage.
Yeah. But in system, if we are at work, when we see that something isn't right, when we bring it up, it will often be turbulence to bring it up, and just to hold it in peace, to do it in other ways. Because I have been in a lot of systems to bring in peace, and when you do it, because you are the one that make disturbance, because I pointed at something that wasn't good in the system. It was violence against youth, and since I pointed it and lifted it up, the leader said, it's your fault because you pointed at it. So when we want to make peace or want to make balance, that's what I wanted to say. It can be, we just have to hold the peace, even though it can be turbulence around us, because we have to get it up.
Absolutely. And we do that through our frequency.
Yeah. But I have been in so many systems. I haven't counted, and I had thought several times I should write up. And a lot of systems I have lifted it, and some of them is like, you are the scapegoat, kind of get point because I point at the things. And so sometimes it has been okay. It can, that's what I said, sometimes to be the peacemaker can feel like you are disturbing the what has been, the old, and you feel it. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming, because I cannot go into the detail because I don't want to use any names, but to hold peace, some people that are very rigid in the way they think, they don't like it. They want the status quo because change is challenging for someone. It's like we want it to be the way because then we have control. So it was this piece I wanted to add, that to bring in hold peace can also, you can feel it because you get reactions, but they react from their programming.
It's yeah, we're on the we're on the edge actually to, yeah, where we are in a completely new way with peace.
Yes.
We have been bringing peace by adding to war for a very long time, because we said we want peace, and peace is going to be digested by you. That's also war.
Yeah.
That's also war.
Yeah.
All the ways we've demonstrated for peace, there has to be peace. Then there's war.
Yeah.
There's no other way. There's, peace is a way of being.
Yeah.
It's not a way of doing.
It is an inner shift.
Peace is how you are. It's being. And yes, if you are emanating pure love, it can cause resistance. It can cause huge resistance in the other. And then too, open your heart and just stay present.
Yeah, and as it is ignorance, because we have been ignorant. We have had kind of lapse. It's like we just want to see this small. Like I said in 2017, I said I cannot see it all. It has been like that. When I said it is too big, and it is actually too big. When we have lived our life like this for seeing 1% or maybe less, and then you start open, it's like, oh wow, it's overwhelming. Yes. So we have been ignorant, and now we have to take responsibility that it is much bigger than we thought.
Yes, which is amazing and can be really a lot.
And it's also to say, like I said in 2017, it's too much to me. I cannot take it. It's okay. I wasn't ready. And then I needed some more years.
Yeah.
Now I am ready.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So it's like we have to be nice with ourselves also, forgive ourselves. Well, we have lived this way. We are not only us. We are all our ancestors. We are our habitats. Yeah. We are all. Yeah. So we are more than just the body.
Yeah. We are.
Yeah, so what we can do is radically acceptance, radically forgiveness, and open our hearts even more. Know that all is for us.
Yeah. Yeah. For the greater whole. Whatever happens adds to the greater whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is. I can feel it.
Yeah. And that's, it is. We are going into a sensational being. It's like feelings, the emotion and sensation.
We so are.
And then we can feel it all. So this is what we are going against.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, thank you so much, Veerle, for reflecting on this second wave building up and the time we
Yeah.
are in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Divine Design podcast with Ann-Peggy Divine. Join us next Sunday for another heaven on earth unfolding conversation. With grace, reverence, and unity, may the path of your divine design light the way. From the divine in us to the divine in you.